Alright, so hello, my name is Weevil or something, and hey, I'm a person who's really bad at narrating. And I basically have to say to you that this is a new channel. I started because I was not happy with my old one, it basically died. I was at about 100 subscribers, then I basically lost interest, and it died, so yeah, my fault there, but I'm not done with YouTube, and I decided to make a new channel called Weevil or something, which reflected my Twitch TV account name, and people actually liked that name, so I decided, hey, well, I think I should go by that name from now on, so I made an account on YouTube called Weevil or something, which you should be on now, because you're watching the video that should be on Weevil or something, and yeah, that's all I have to say. I'm used to be this guy with a stupid name, and now I'm Weevil or something, so I think I should get on with this. I'm narrating battles versus a guy called DittoMyWiz. He's a cool guy. He did something that I'm doing right now. He used to have an old channel. It wasn't orientated around Ditto at all. It was actually oriented about Wiz. I think Pokemon Wiz 5, that was his name, but he changed it to DittoMyWiz, of course Wiz being reflected in his new name as a reference to his old one, but it also allows us to call him Wiz. And it's the same thing. I'm doing this because I had the nickname Weave, and Weevil or something. Weevil's my favourite Pokemon, so I decided to reflect that onto my newer channel. And yeah, so now I'm Weevil or something, and yeah, so anyway, let's get on with this. So this was again against my DittoMyWiz, and yeah, OU battle. He's using a Sun team. I'm using a let's throw things together team, and it worked out pretty well for me. It worked out pretty well for him. So let's go. So once I start this up, right there we go. So you are challenged by Wiz. Yes, I was, because that is what we were doing. So I only got my R4 like yesterday, and I've learned how to use it already. So this should be blah blah blah. This should be pretty good, because I used to record off my camera on my old channel. Yeah, it didn't work out too well in quality, and this really hasn't either. I mean, this is really shoddy recording, but I don't mind. Hopefully, you won't either. So, I lead off with my Heatran, and he leads off with his Ninetales. Ninetales is going to set the sun, and that's going to let me fire off powerful fire blasts that will decimate his entire team, because nothing on his team is going to absorb the fire move, and although he has a few Pokemon that resist it, it's not going to help them live, and he actually ends up switching into his Venusaur. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe he either thought I was going to go for the Stealth Rocks of that zone, go for the Earth Power, or maybe he just thought, well, maybe I'll live his attack and just be able to put him to sleep, and he did not, and he died, so he's going to go into Terrakion and attempt to revenge kill me. He's going to Stone Edge, which makes sense, because he's able to hit more of my Pokemon with that than it's close combat, because I do have a couple of Pokemon such as Latias who would love to come in the close combat and set up, so he just goes for the Stone Edge. I do go into my Toxicroak, because Toxicroak is not going to be helpful against a Sun team whatsoever, so yeah, I decided that I didn't need it, and it resists both Rock and Fighting, so it was pretty good to switch in there, but I didn't go for the Sucker Punch because I didn't want to give him a justified boost. Now, I didn't go for the Bullet Punch there, because I actually thought he was going to switch out and go into maybe his Donphan, and I thought, okay, well, I don't think he's going to predict me to predict that and go for the U-turn, so he would stay in. So he basically stayed in, knowing I was going to do that. I'm like, goddamn it, Wiz. And yeah. Anyway, I U-turned into my Breloom, because I knew that Breloom is going to be able to threaten him out, because Fighting is going to hit more than Steel will, because Fighting is better offensive type than Steel. I'm actually going to end up killing his Ninetales that he decides to switch on the first Mach Punch, and on the second turn I do end up killing him. I could have gone for the Swords Dance, but it wouldn't have made a difference at all, just would have meant less life orb damage, which could have made a difference in the game, but it doesn't really matter, so I'm going to switch into my Rotom Wash, just to try and take the Icicle Spear that I knew was coming from this thing, because, well, it's close to, and it has Skill Link, so yeah. Anyway, I didn't really know at the time that this was defensive until it used Spikes, and like, oh, okay, it's the defensive kind. So which one has Rapid Spin, this or the Donphan? And I didn't know, so I decided to just go for the Superpower. He actually brings his Donphan now, and that's kind of annoying, because now he decides that Donphan's good to bring in on Scizor, and my screensaver pops up, go away, I don't care about that. I hope you die. But all that happened was superpower lowered my attack and defense. That's all that happened there. But rock, paper, scissors, whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna take him back. I know that he's gonna die after this stealth rock is set up because, well, hazards will kill him, and I can actually use that to my advantage later in the game because that will allow me to see, like, use as a fodder or something. But I do bring in my Latias, and I do go for the Calm Mind right here, just predicting the switch, or him just going for the, maybe the Ice Shard, just going to get some damage off me. But he didn't do either. He went, well, he did one of them actually, he went into Cloister. And I thought, well, Dragon Ball should be able to finish off the Cloister because, after all, it is Cloister. No matter how much HP investment he does have, it should be doing a lot to his low special defense stat. And it nearly kills him, leaving in about maybe 5%. But, oh my god. It doesn't matter because this Ice Spear is actually not going to kill me either. So we kind of left at this, you know, stalemate point of who's going to kill who, and of course, because he is the defensive Cloister, he actually has the Ice Shard, I should know this, Ice Shard, and he's going to be able to kill me with that, and that is, dead Latias. But, you know, Latias really wouldn't have done much after that anyway, because his Tracheon does have, well, it's going to outspeed me anyway. Well, actually, it's not, because I am max speed, so, unless he's Scarfed, which he's not, because of the damage he did. But the Terrakion has quick attack, basically. That's all I have to say. So, yep, I'm gonna bring in my Breloom here. Gonna kill him off with the Mach Punch, and yeah, that's gonna be the end of that guy. He didn't outspeed me because I believe that my Breloom is faster than a Cloister, because that Cloister was bulky after all. So yeah. Anyway, in comes this Terrakion. The only reason to bring that in is we did have quick attack, which I kind of was guessing from the beginning anyway. So I switched into my Scissor just so it could die here, because I knew that he was going to go for the quick attack. And I could have gone to my Heatran right there, and my balloon would have popped, because there was really no reason to keep my balloon up, but I felt that I needed to at the time for some reason. I don't know. He did have the Dawn Fan, but that really wouldn't have made a difference, because right here I could have gone for the Fire Blast and kill it right there, because after we are still under the sun, but I kind of wanted to get some damage on that Thunderous that he still has waiting in the back there, so I decided to go for the Stealth Rocks just to hit it when it comes in, and yeah, so his Dawn Fan's going to get some leftovers recovery. That's not going to help him at all, because I'm just going to be able to kill him with a Fire Blast right here, and that's going to be the end of his Dawn Fan. So I think it's 2-3 at the moment. I'm in the lead, but it's not really that much an advantage to me, because he does have this Thunderous, and now Thunderous has Focus Blast. That Focus Blast is going to hit my team pretty hard, so it hits my Heatran super effectively, and that would kill it from that range. It hits my my Rotom Rosh, although it'll be able to take one, it is under the sun, so I'm not going to be able to kill it with a Hydro Pump anytime soon, but things do work out for me here. So he goes for the Focus Blast, and that's going to bring me down to about 43 health, or something along those lines. I'm actually going to be able to take it because, well, leftovers, and the fact that this is just a more bulky variant of Rotom, and Rotom's pretty bulky anyway, so yeah, I love Rotom. Yeah, so I have Pain Split, he doesn't, so let me get some health back, and he's going to lose some, and I love that, because he missed his Focus Blast, and that really cost him his, Thunderous at least, because, well, what was Thunderous going to do? I mean, kill me, that's all it was going to do. I guess it's kind of inevitable, because he is only using a Focus Blast, which is only 70% accurate, but it doesn't make a difference, because, you know, it still would have led him in a bit of a more advantage. It would basically be better for him if all of them hit, all three of his Focus Blasts on my Rotom hit, because, you know, he would have full HP and not, well, 75% of his HP and not 10. Not even that, 5. This running gag in this battle, isn't it? But, yeah, 5%. Yeah, that's the cost of one Focus Miss. But, that being, I can just go into my Breloom, forgetting things names, I can go to my Breloom and just kill him off with the Mach Punch right there. That's going to be the end of that. Now, I do make a bit of a misplay here, because I kind of I was too much in the mood of, you know, being this entire, like, prediction thing. Because I've won, I didn't want this Terrakion, you know, like, destroying, like, pulling some sort of, like, magical move, like, Giga Boost or anything, but... yeah, I go into my Heatran. Now, he doesn't go for the Quick Attack, because I'm a Steel type. What would that done to him? That was meant that he would have died to this thing, so... But for some reason, I was under the impression he was going to go for the Quick Attack, and that my last Pokemon was not going to take the Quick Attack either, so I decided that for some reason, maybe if I brought in my Heatran, that it wouldn't end up killing my Breloom. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking something stupid, but Breloom is actually going to be able to live the hazards that, you know, he set down, the spikes and the one layer of spikes and the stealth rocks. Going to live them at 13 HP, I think. Yep, 13 HP, but even if I do kill, well, I will kill him with the Mark Punch, I do still have the Life Orb, and I am not above 10% of my health, meaning that I am going to lose my Breloom, which is also my last Pokemon, making it a double down, although it still says I beat Wiz. Anyway, that's left to say for this battle, so, yeah, thanks for watching, and, have a nice day. So, yeah, see ya!